The fortress of Eldoria stood in a fragile calm. After the clash at the stone circle, hope flickered, yet beneath that hope, shadows stirred. For the Shadow Court was wounded, not destroyed. And such enemies never sleep for long. In the great hall, King Malrik bent over the ancient war map, his hand resting on a single mark, the Seal of Arden. His voice was heavy with warning. This seal binds a power older than Eldoria itself. Long ago, our ancestors locked it away. But now, whispers tell that the Shadow Court seeks to break it. Sir Cedric frowned. His voice was edged with doubt. A seal forged by the ancients, can it truly be broken? Eveline, keeper of lore, answered softly. Every lock has a key. If they believe they have found it, then we face not only armies, but something far worse. Malrik's eyes hardened, shadows flickering across his scarred face. Then we must not wait. We must ride to Arden. We must guard the seal. And young Arin stepped forward, his voice filled with determination. If there is an oath to be sworn, I will swear it. Even if the world falls, I will stand guard. The king's gaze softened, but his warning was clear. Bravery is not enough, Arin. This journey will test more than courage. It will test loyalty, even when temptation whispers in your ear. And so, the council agreed. A company would ride east, Cedric, Eveline, Malrik, and Arin among them. The journey was long and treacherous. Forests rose wild and untamed. Rivers carved deep scars across the land. At night, the skies were starless, the air heavy with unseen whispers. By the fire, Eveline spoke of the seal. Her tone carried both fear and reverence. The Seal of Arden does not only guard with stone and rune. It tests the hearts of those who approach. It shows them what they most desire, and tempts them to yield. Arin's eyes widened. Illusions? Her gaze glimmered in the firelight. Yes. Riches, glory, lost loves returned. But those who listen are consumed, lost forever. Malrik muttered bitterly, then it is not the seal we must fear, but ourselves. At last, they reached the Valley of Arden. The land itself seemed twisted, trees bent like broken bones, the air heavy, silent, wrong. And at the valley's heart, the seal. A massive stone disk, its runes glowing faintly against the dusk. As they approached, the ground trembled. A voice filled their minds, not from the air, but from within. Who comes before the Seal of Arden? The company froze. Arin gasped. Malrik clenched his jaw. Eveline's hand tightened over the runes. The voice grew darker. Swear your loyalty, and I will grant you what you most desire. Riches. Glory. Lost loves returned. All can be yours. Before Arin's eyes, his family appeared, his father's proud smile, his mother's warm embrace. Tears blurred his vision. My family, he whispered. Malrik stiffened. In the glow of the runes, he saw his younger self, a man of honor, respected and whole. The vision clawed at his soul like fire. Eveline cried out, her voice sharp. Do not listen. The seal feeds on your weakness. But the voice grew stronger. You have suffered enough, Malrik. Cast away their suspicion, and I will restore your glory. You, Arin, take your family's embrace. What is loyalty, compared to what you have lost? Arin staggered, torn between oath and longing. Malrik trembled, sword quivering in his hand. Then Cedric's roar thundered through the haze. Stand firm. Eldoria is more than your desires. It is your oath. His words struck like lightning. Arin forced himself to rise, whispering, no. I swore an oath. Malrik drove his blade into the ground before the seal. His voice broke, but his will held. I will not yield. My chains are doubt, but I remain bound to Eldoria. The runes blazed with light. The illusions shattered into mist. But the trial was not over. The ground split. Cracks burned across the seal. Eveline screamed, "They are breaking it," from afar. The Shadow Court begins their ritual. From the valley shadows, riders emerged, cloaked in black flame, their blades glowing with crimson fire. Their leader raised a staff pulsing with unholy light. "Fools," he bellowed. "The seal obeys not loyalty, but power. Tonight, it will break, and Eldoria with it." The battle ignited. Cedric's blade carved through the enemy line. Eveline hurled bolts of light, holding shadows at bay. Arin fought with desperation, each strike a battle against both foe and temptation. And Malrik faced the enemy leader. Their blades clashed, sparks flying. The leader sneered. "You were one of us once. Cast aside this kingdom that scorns you. Stand with us, and the seal will obey." Malrik roared, his voice echoing through the valley. "I would rather die in loyalty than live in betrayal." With a final strike, he shattered the staff. A shockwave tore across the battlefield. The Shadow Court riders fell. The cracks in the seal closed, glowing once more with ancient strength. Smoke drifted through the valley. The Shadow Court fled into the night. The seal held. Arin gazed at Malrik, voice trembling with respect. "You saved us, and Eldoria." Malrik shook his head. "No. We all saved it. For tonight, we fought not only shadows of flesh, but shadows of our own hearts. That is true loyalty." Days later, word reached King Alaric. He declared it not a victory of steel, but of an oath. Yet his warning lingered. Every seal, every vow, must be guarded. Not once, but always. For temptation never sleeps. And so, the Seal of Arden stood strong. For now. But in the silence of night, every watcher knew. The storm was only beginning.